Chemists often have to convert between units, and conversion factors are the key to converting between units. A conversion factor is the relationship between two units. Units that measure the same physical property, such as length or mass, are related through an equality. For example, the units of inches and feet measure length, and the conversion factor or relationship between these two units is 12 inches is equal to 1 foot. Other examples of conversion factors include 100 centimeters equals 1 meter and 1,000 grams is equal to 1 kilogram. Metric conversion factors are always based on powers of 10, and these conversion factors are written as equalities. Another way to express conversion factors is as a ratio in fraction form. This is actually how we are going to mathematically utilize conversion factors. For example, an equality is 10 deciliters is equal to 1 liter. We can write that equality as a ratio in two different ways, either 10 deciliter per 1 liter or 1 liter per 10 deciliter. Which ratio we use will depend on the problem. When we convert between units, it's useful to follow these steps. And by the way, converting between units is also known as dimensional analysis. Step 1, read the problem carefully. You may need to read it more than one time. 2, identify what unit we want to end up with. I call this the wanted unit. 3, what unit we are converting from. I tend to call this unit the given. 4, identify the conversion factor and correct form of the ratio needed. The given unit is always in the denominator and the desired unit is always in the numerator. 5, multiply the given value, or what we are converting, by the conversion factor in ratio form. So that means we will multiply by the numerator and divide by the denominator. 6, make sure your answer makes sense and remember to include the unit in your final answer. Let's look at an example problem. How many micrograms are in 0.789 grams? We read the problem. Step 2 is to identify what unit we are converting from, which is grams. And step 3 is to identify what unit we want to end up with, which is micrograms. Step 4 is to identify the conversion factor. Looking at table 1.2 from the text, we see that micro means 1 millionth. Thus, 1 million micrograms is equal to 1 gram. Since we are converting from grams, the unit of grams needs to be in the denominator. And we want micrograms, so micrograms goes in the numerator. Thus, our conversion ratio is 1 million micrograms per 1 gram. Step 5 is to multiply our given value by the conversion factor. Before I do the math, I always make sure that units cancel out. Grams divided by grams cancels out. And we are left with micrograms. To do the math, we multiply 0.789 by 1 million to obtain 789,000. We divide by the denominator, but our denominator of 1 does not change the value of this product. Don't forget to include the unit of micrograms with the answer. Step 6 is to make sure our answer makes sense. Since a microgram is so much smaller than a gram, it makes sense that there are a large number of micrograms in even a fraction of a gram.